Right, so we're here with Scott Dyson, looking forward to his first game this weekend coming up against Castleford Panthers. Scott, how are the lads preparing? Obviously it's been a long pre-season, so how have you prepared for this week coming up?
We've had a good pre-season. We've been away from the club, doing some gym work, training on all over the field to make sure we can get some ball in hand. So really the sort of pre-season's geared up to his first sort of friendly to see where the boys are at after obviously what we've been implementing. We had a bit of a run out with Westgate, which were a post session which worked really well. We were supposed to play last week, which was a bit disappointing that we didn't manage to get that game going. But I've said to the boys that it's not sort of, this is the start of the season, this is just to see where we've gone from what we've been working on, i.e. tackle tech, a little bit more work with the ball. So really, it's a gauge to see where we're at the moment and to see where the lads are at after a long pre-season, obviously not playing since sort of October time last year.
Yeah, Castleford Panthers, obviously we've played them the last 2 seasons in friendlies. We've obviously played them here in the first one, away in the second. I heard that they have recruited quite well, so what are you expecting from them this year?
They've nothing but improved for me over the last sort of 2 years we've played them. You know, the first year, they won't mind me saying, they were rebuilding, and obviously second year was a bigger test, but you could tell we met up with them, or we were on the same flight out to Benidorm last year, and one thing you can tell is they've got a great team spirit. Recruiting on the back of that will only pay dividends for them, and for me, what I'm expecting this Saturday is a really big challenge from a team that is like us, has progressed steadily over a few year period. So we know what they're about, but how much they've improved with the people they've brought on board, we'll wait to see, but it's not something I'm taking lightly. I'm expecting a real big challenge from them. One that we welcome, but I'm not expecting a big challenge.
Great. So obviously all the lads are now sponsored. Everyone's now got their O'Neill's gear. We are looking at wearing his new gear and his new kit this week. So you got anything to say in regards to sponsorship or anything?
It's just been great actually for all the efforts everybody's put in to get behind the team and sponsor them. The kit's looking fantastic. I'm hoping that it's a bit dry because we have gone for a white kit, so a wet day would probably spoil it a little bit. But no, being part of the club, little or large really, is massive for us. It means, like I said, that we can wear gear that represents the club, that's not going to fall to pieces, kit that's not going to fall to pieces, but really we can reward sort of the sponsorship back by highlighting them every time that we have an event or every time a player does something, but really it's just a big thank you for all them sponsors, and probably a touch to anybody who wants to get involved with the club. We've got obviously sponsors days, we're looking at getting every game sort of sponsored as well. We're looking at possibly putting banners around the field, so there will be things, so we keep an eye out for that. But thank you for the sponsors that have been on board. The lads do really appreciate it, and so do I.
Yeah. So we've got a charity night coming after the game against Castleford Panthers, the charity darts night. Have you got anything to say?
Yeah, so obviously we've got a couple of causes that we're raising money for. Obviously one being Rucco. We've obviously got a run that we're going to be doing on that, but the night is going to be based around a charity that's going to be close to home for us. We'll like that one that is next week. It's about the club coming together for people who are struggling at the moment, for people that we know need a little bit of help. So the darts night is aimed at £10 to enter. The team or person that wins gets 10 pints. The second week is 5 pints. But it's more about having a laugh. The first and second year we've been here, it's always been about a club environment that kids, everybody can be part of what we're doing. So we're doing it early on, we're doing it straight after the game, so that it's not time precious that people won't be able to come with the kids or be a part of it. But it's about us all being a club, chipping in, putting a bit of money into a pot to raise funds, and obviously show people around what we can do.
Yep. Thank you for that, Dyson, and good luck on Saturday.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers, pal.